Hi, I'm Ron Sterk, Senior Markets Editor at Sosland Publishing Company. I'm here with Drew Lerner, Senior Agricultural Meteorologist at World Weather, Inc. And he just gave a weather presentation. After several years, he's done that for Sosland's Purchasing Seminar. And Drew, I'd just like for you to summarize, if you can, for our listeners, what's the big thing right now that you're looking at for this summer and weather? And we'll start with North America.
Yeah, I don't think there is much to be looking at. There's been a tendency for a lot of ridge talk, about it being dry in the Western Corn Belt, and that was going to fester into something bigger. But we keep getting rain, so it's pretty hard to make a drought when it's raining. So the bottom line here is that we do have a tendency to maybe turn a little drier later down the road, but for right now, there's no way we're going to come up with a really serious problem with drought across the country.
You mentioned frost potential.
Yes, I did, and it's always dangerous to say that. I only mentioned it because it's something that I get asked quite often, and I don't usually start doing frost forecasts until right about now. There is a 45-day repeating cycle of coolness in the atmosphere, and I was just speculating that if that cycle survives over these next few weeks, that there would be a potential that you might have a cold shot in early September. But I'm not trying to say that we're going to lose crops. I'm just saying we need to keep an eye on the pattern.
All right. For wheat globally, everyone always looks at Russia. What's the situation in Russia?
Yeah, Russia is doing a lot better than what a lot of people had feared. So they had a very poor start, very droughty. The crop was not emerging and establishing very well. And as a result, there was a lot of talk about a very small crop. But over the winter, they managed to get some timely precipitation. And by the time we got into spring, there was some moisture there for the crop to benefit from. And we didn't get warm very quickly. So it was a perfect scenario. Whenever you hurt a wheat crop, the best thing to make it better is cool and moist, and that's exactly what they had. And so today they're drying down a little bit. They are in reproduction and filling, and so over these next few weeks, as long as they get a little bit more rain, they'll be okay. And I think they're going to. They'll probably see some rain next week.
Okay. And then lastly, South America, because of soybeans especially, but also corn.
For safrinha corn, I think the bottom line there is that too is better than what was feared. There was a lot of concern that there was going to be a lack of moisture around for that late planted safrinha crop. There was like 20 to 25% of the crop was 3 weeks late. And the way it works in South America is that if you don't plant on time, you lose that subsoil moisture because the rainy season ends in April, and they plant, in February, and that moisture is gone if they plant late. So, but they managed to get some timely rain these last few weeks, and they're still getting it. And so about half of that crop is better off than what the market was looking for. So it's still going to be smaller, but not as small as the market was looking. Now, for soybeans, the planting season is still several months away, so we don't have a lot to go on, but we do believe that we're going to have a little bit of a drier bias in southern Brazil when the planting season comes along, but that is not going to be a deterrent for getting the crop in the ground. So we expect it to be a more or less good planting season this year.
Okay, so overall, globally, pretty good weather we're looking at as of now.
Yeah, we have a few pockets out there, but yeah.
Okay. Drew, thank you as always. Appreciate your expertise.
You bet. Thank you.
Good.